This one trick is the absolute one trick or mindset that you have to master in order to write exceptional CVs every single time. Stay tuned and I'm sure you will love it. Hey, what's up everyone? This is Salam Yagi from salamcareers.com, where you will find all you need on how to find and land your first job as a recent graduate such as this video, and also how to be successful within your first year of work experience. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. And like I said, in this video I will be sharing with you the one mindset or the one methodology that you have to follow in order to write killer CVs and get yourself an interview. So let's jump to it. So the trick is, put yourself in the recruiter's shoes. Wait, what? How is that even a secret? Well, actually it is a secret. It's just a mindset shift. Instead of writing a CV where you are thinking of yourself, how you are explaining your qualifications and how this matches with the job application, just change your mindset and think of it this way. What would a recruiter need to read in my CV in order to grant me an interview? And note here, I'm not asking you to lie, I'm not asking you to provide false information at all. All I'm saying is, you have already checked the job application and you've checked the requirement and you believe that you deserve to get an interview. And by the way, you don't have to have 100% match. Even if it's 80 or 70% matching with the job requirement, that's fine. Adjust your CV thinking from a recruiter's perspective and then apply for it, and this will increase your chances of getting an interview. So let's talk in more details. And by the way, I am not a recruiter by any means, but I'm sharing with you my experience of what I have done when I got hired after I graduated. Usually, the recruiting process has two parts, a screening process and a selection process. So the screening process is where the automated software or the recruiter filter all CVs of the job applicants and just keep the ones that are related to the job application. And the second phase, which is the selection process, is where the recruiters will go over those CVs in a little bit more details in order to select the ones that deserve to get an interview. So let's get into a little bit more details about those phases. So in the screening process, it is mainly about screening and filtering those CVs. Some companies will be relying on an automated software to do this job, and others will be relying on a recruiter to do this job. But the process is the same. They will be looking for major keywords in those CVs. And this is what you have to put in your mind and take it into your advantage. They will be looking for major keywords. Therefore, make sure you include those keywords in your CV. Let me give you a perspective. In my previous job, I was helping my company hire a new person in my team. And we posted a job posting on LinkedIn. And guess what? Within 10 days, over 500 people applied for that job. 500 people! That number is insane! And we did not have any software to screen those CVs. So what we did, you will be looking for major keywords. And the problem is, we found a ton of people that applied without even reading our job requirement. We asked for 3 specific things, but we noticed that so many people applied for the job without even reading. They don't even qualify for the job. Don't get discouraged. Just have this in your mind. There will be many people applying, so you need to pass the first phase, which is the screening phase, and mainly is by having the major keywords. So for example, if you are applying for a software developer role and they're asking for people who know Java or JavaScript or front-end development or whatever, make sure you have those words in your CV. Make sure that they are highlighted or they are bolded out so that if there is a recruiter or person reading this, they will immediately see it and put it into the pile of people to look into them in more details. Or if it's a software, then the software will pick up those keywords and then highlight your CV for the selection process. Let's jump into my laptop and pull up a real example of a job posting, and then I will show you how to find those major keywords that you have to mention in your CV. And by the way, I have included a template CV in the description below this video. Make sure to hit that link and download this template. Alright, let's jump to LinkedIn and find a job application, and I will show you how we find the major keywords to be included in our CV. So we go to LinkedIn. So like I showed you in the previous video about job search strategies before, you search for graduate program with quotation marks. So we choose graduate program like this, and I'm open. I want to search throughout Canada, for example. Let's just scroll and see. So the first one, junior software tester, bilingual. So if you're a person who studied software engineering or computer science, you might be interested in that. If we scroll down here, usually the majority of the keywords will be placed in the sections that will tell you what is the job requirement and what are the qualifications required from you. So here, essential criteria: 4-year university degree in computer science, IT, engineering, mathematics, or similar. So make sure that you have one of these and it should be highlighted in the CV. Excellent communication, interpersonal skills. You have to mention this in your CV since they are looking for it. So you just type in excellent communication skills. Problem solver, again, you can mention problem solver demonstrated through the following projects, and you just list 1 or 2. A desire to work at a large financial firm, this is fine. Ability to engage yourself in project and enjoy challenges, you can mention this as well. Enjoy challenges and the process involved. So I hope that you know what I'm talking about here. Now, in terms of technical skills, they are telling you here you have to know Java, C++, or C#. So make sure that you include those in your CV. And if you don't know those languages, just go on EDX or Coursera or Udemy, take a course, learn those languages and include them in your CV with the certificate. This is really great for you. Foundation in Excel, SQL, etc. So you get how it goes. So whenever you write down any of those major keywords, always say something like demonstrated through, as seen in, just as an evidence of what you have done. I hope that clarify a little bit of what I mean by major keywords to be included in your CV. And let's get back to the video now. Now that we have highlighted the major keywords in a job application, now is the time to optimize our CV from a recruiter's perspective. I'm not a recruiter by any means. All what I'm trying to do is whenever I do my CV or whenever I write my CV, I always think of a recruiter's perspective. I always think, how can I make the recruiter's life easier when they go over my CV? How should I structure the information in it to make it stand out within 10 seconds? And I am not talking about a creative CV or the aesthetics of the CV. I'm talking about the information. And by the way, designing your CV or having a creative CV is totally up to you. If you haven't checked my previous video, make sure you check it out where I talk about common myths or misbeliefs in writing a perfect CV. Now, if you have downloaded the template CV I included for you, in my opinion, for you as a recent graduate, you should start with your contact information and then followed by your profile summary or objectives, and then followed by education, projects or experiences. And by the way, you can flip between those two and have the projects or experiences first and then education, or have it laid out this way. Both are fine. It depends on which one has stronger information for you. And then the last section is the skills or certificates you have. And finally, you can include a section where you talk about your interests or your hobbies. And this is totally optional. If you think that the interests or hobbies that you do are relevant to the job posting, you can include them, or you can just skip them and have those sections. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope that you liked it. If you do, hit the like button and consider subscribing. I post regularly. And if you haven't checked my previous videos yet, make sure to check them. I have one where I talk about common myths about writing a CV. And if you are still in the job search process, make sure to check my other video where I talk about job search strategies for recent graduates. And until next time, I wish you all the best.